evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anna Elise from the South Belfast Partnership Board, and I would like to welcome you all to the launch of the Botanic Arts Festival. Well, the festival's on the 28th of March, okay? We have 45 stalls. So we also have music, and we have entertainment for children, and it's free.
More than anything else, I think it's a day for people in the area to see what sort of creative opportunities there are. It's a great place for these artists to come, especially students, to come and try and sell, probably for the first time, and for local people and people beyond the local area to get involved and just to see what talent there is out there.
Particularly with all the regeneration and rejuvenation that is taking place across Belfast at the minute, that we feel that, you know, Botanic always was sort of a centre of cultural, you know, excellence, etc. Very creative, and we want to keep, you know, that momentum going, and we want to ensure that, I mean, you were talking about the shared space, that is important, but also that the area, particularly the buildings around them, that it could only have a good impact on the area.
Well, what I'm doing is encouraging them to be as colourful as possible. Not necessarily in the first occasion to have a lot of forms and stuff, but to be more, it's more to do with colour to start off with. This is just a small press. The paper we're using is Fabriano paper, it's an Italian paper, and these are oil-based inks. So we're bringing them together just to do very simple mono prints, which are one-off prints. Go ahead. There's always 2 or 3 images that always jump out at you. There's some hidden talents. There's always, you've always find out there. Some people always jump out, but hopefully we'll sell some.
What happened with my last print, it was very light. Well, after you put the colour on, you have to sort of brush it off and sort of take as much of the surface as you can.
And just over the top?
Yes, and you use these lines to try and get it lined up evenly.
They've made collagraph plates last Monday night, and then this week they are printing them. And collagraph is really a process whereby you build up a plate through collaging, just give different textures and so on, and they will hold the colour on the plate whenever they ink them up and wipe them back.
You use a wee roller, back and forward, in different colours, and you do it on a bit of plastic. You roll them up and down, the paint.
See that bit there at the bottom?
The teacher that has been in, Michael, he's fantastic with the tenants and with the other group, explained everything thoroughly, and they've just been left to their own devices. Use their own imagination, their own techniques, really. You know, put their own wee designs on it, and they're working away.
I think it's brilliant. Helps you to concentrate and learn how to do different things.
Yes, that's a bridge. Got a lot of regions. Yeah. That's a bridge over troubled waters. Yes.
Everybody ready? No, I'm not ready. Not you. Is everybody else ready? Yeah. Right, here we go. 3, 1, 2, 1. We've tried to arrange a whole variety of things to take place, including the art and craft market. We've got activities for children going on in that marquee beside us now, and then there's some live bands starting at 2 o'clock. We've got a jazz band and Jackson Cage, who will be a country sort of rock band, and Captain Kennedy. So hopefully the bands will bring a good crowd in that with them this afternoon.
Depending on the actual location and the size of the area, there's a different price range. So you've got different parts of the moon now you can buy, depending on what area you'd like and what you want to see, the name or a particular geographical region. I think somebody actually bought a piece of space somewhere down there, which they said there would be lots of stars in that, you know. So I found that kind of interesting.
I think the event is going very well today. We were a bit worried about the weather and about footfall, and we seem to have a steady stream of people coming in. I've been speaking to lots of people and they're absolutely delighted with the mix of craft and art. I think the students' art is fantastic, and the community art from the 9 communities is selling like hotcakes. You know, so all in all, I'm absolutely delighted.
So it's really weird having, you know, your art on sale, like for something you did a one-off. It's really freaky. But it's a curator from the Ulster Museum actually bought it, so it was amazing.
All of the communities within the locality who work very closely with South Belfast Partnership Board have been very much involved with a lot of the arts and crafts that have been on sale here today, and it's just a great success. And certainly I would like to think that this would be an annual event rather than just a one-off.
This whole work is called Paper Pleasures. This is my latest work out. I mix the colours by hand, and then I use a technique called screen printing to print the pattern onto the paper. The black and white's very popular, and just the fun colours. I think people are really attracted to that, to the colourfulness of the jewellery.
Well, we came on board early on with the project. We work with arts and business, and we wanted to sponsor some sort of creative community-based project in South Belfast near where we're based. We're just based on the Donegal Road, and our CSR policy is very focused on South Belfast and having a positive impact on our neighbours and our friends, and so we were absolutely delighted with this really interesting idea that South Belfast Partnership had for developing an arts market here beside the Crescent Arts Centre.
Well, I live in this area, and I just think it's wonderful to support the arts, and there's a really lovely exhibition in here today, and there's some wonderful artists, and lots of great stuff that I think a lot of people would be interested in. So, and also to get the kids out because they love this sort of thing, you know. So I just enjoy the arts tremendously, so that's why I'm here.
I live in Stramallis there, so it's good to have things like this. Really, you don't really see them too much often now, and it's a great venue for it, really, because everything's so centralised here. You know, they actually get space now, because there's parts of Belfast where you don't really have space to put something like this up unless you sort of go to a park or something like that. Or I'd say this is nice to have it here, quite central, easy to get to, not far from the town. Sort of suits everybody in South Belfast, really.
I was playing some darts with Brian Connolly, and I won £2 by correctly putting the dart into Turkmenistan and Iran, I think I got.
I live in South Belfast, and I'm delighted to be here today. I think it's a really innovative venture on behalf of the Partnership Board, and will generate income and develop the creative industries in Northern Ireland. So it's wonderful. I lived in London for a long time and was used to going to these events, so I'm delighted that I can attend in Belfast.
It's gone very well. As you can see, everyone's just starting to take down now, but we've had over 1,500 people through today. Some of the people have been selling more than others, but there's still been a bit of business done. And as I say, I'm really pleased with how the day's gone. The 2 circus shows were full out earlier, which was glad to see, and the bands are playing now and they're sounding good, and there's a few people watching them. There's been a really good atmosphere actually throughout the day. Good crowds flowing back and forward, people sitting down relaxing and stuff. So I think we've achieved what we wanted to achieve. We've created a nice atmosphere, brought this park into use, and yeah, I'm very happy. This is obviously the second festival. The first one took place in March when the weather was a bit chillier and it was a bit cloudier, whereas today we couldn't really have had a better day. It's warm, it's sunny, there's lots of people here and they're outside and they're having a good time.
Yep, that's it. And then if you just move your right hand forward.
We're trying to support the creative industries here, and it's just very vibrant. It's a family fun day, but we want to get across the message that there's life outside the city centre in these local communities, and we want to support local communities in South Belfast.
We have 4 live acts playing today. We've got Musique, who I think are just starting behind us, and they're supposed to be like an Ibiza chill type of sound. We've got Kitty and the Can Openers, John Shelley and the Creatures, who've appeared in the Tourist Board advert, and the Greeters are playing a bit later.
I think Botanic Festival is a real great thing for the community. It's a good way to bring kind of younger people in with older people and to showcase some of the local music to people that wouldn't normally see it.
We were just actually quite surprised to see that some of the people we know have taken part of these photos. Some of it's quite interesting, yeah.
We've got a special exhibition on by some of the young people from Donegal Pass who have taken photographs of in and around their neighbourhood as part of our community outreach programme. We've got graffiti artists just over there doing graffiti on specially erected boards. And obviously we've got the art and craft market which sold out again today.
Fantastic event, absolutely brilliant for South Belfast, and we've had a wonderful day. The weather's been gorgeous. Particularly interested in the community art, and it's lovely to see such a variety of different talent all displayed in the one tent.